So there's the difference right there. You can see the difference between a 15-year-old, no thumb, two-handed, and a 61-year-old broken old man.
Big difference. It's got a hold. It did.
That occasionally knows how to throw a ball.
Hi, my name is Tyler Anderson. I am 15 years old.
Hi, my name is Mike Sinek, and I'm 61 years old. And we're going to show you the Storm Ion Max Pearl.
Oh, God. Never mind.
Nice shot.
Thank you.
As you can see, Tyler's rev rate is in the upper atmosphere of 485, 482, 490. You can dial it up to as high as over the 500 mark if he needs to.
Yeah, that can definitely be important.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what the conditions are.
Yep. The advantage of this bowling ball, the Ion Max Pearl, is the response down lane, clean through the front, response in the mid lane, and then not a crazy angular back end, as you can see, but a smooth but strong back end. So it's not like somebody kicked it sideways. The advantage is this ball rolls on an angle, but it's not like jumpy. So it's much more controllable, much easier to read as the ball goes down the lane. That last shot, the rev rate was 534.
Wow, okay.
As you can see, with his rev rate, the angle that he can create down lane gives him a big bonus in regards to carry. But if you're hitting high flush like this, carry isn't that much of an issue.
All right, it's 30.
2.47 RG, 0.55 differential, with a mild intermediate differential of 0.14.
Two in.
Now, Tyler drilled both of the balls you're going to see today, his and mine. I think we drilled Tyler's with a 4x4x5 layout. Mine is 4.5 by 5 by 2.
That was a better pass. Really good. I'm liking this ball.
Yep. First time the ball was used on tour, we got to see a lot of usage in like games 4 and 5 of a block versus on the fresh. But for house conditions like we're bowling on here, where the pattern already comes a little bit clipped and a little bit blended, this ball can plug in almost immediately. As you can see, moved up to 3 steps, moved in left. Once again, the ball is still totally in play.
Yeah, it worked so well because this ball loves to hook. Might go even more left now.
There you go.
Let's do 37.
Just open up the whole lane with that ball, huh?
Yeah, whole lane. We're straight on this.
That's pretty good. Yeah. I mean, this is a standard 43-foot house pattern, 24.1 mils. It's not as high of a ratio as other bowling centers. I think this is only 10 or 11 to 1 on the right versus some centers as high as 26 to 1 on the right. But in this case, 10 or 11 to 1, Brunswick Pro Anvil Lane.
Oh.
Can you go straight with this ball?
Go straight with it?
Yeah. Can you take some hand out of it and roll it end over end? Close up your angles a little bit? Let's see.
I think I can do that, yeah.
It's a little challenge.
Let's do it. Let's do it. I don't normally play this line on house, so let's try to learn it.
There you go. That's called versatility, ladies and gentlemen.
There it is.
Light shaker, not bad.
That's pretty good.
Oh yeah.
I'm surprised
Well, once again, I'm seeing the same thing kind of you're seeing. I'm just doing it with much lower rev rate. My rev rate somewhere in the mid threes, low to mid threes.
still pretty good.
It's not terrible. Ah, missed it.
Uh-oh.
See, that's the beauty of the lower rev rate, is if you thumb it off the bottom, the ball holds. But I can definitely see the advantage of the Pearl, because that one was in. I got my thumb down a little quick. That was in all the way, and it just rode. Definitely see the advantage. This bowling ball, especially as you see, this pattern is kind of cliffed.
That's good.
And on the left, we get cliff sometimes left to right and front to back. But as you can see, it's not skipping off the end of the pattern. It's just rolling strong.
Yeah.
And that's what the advantage of this bowling ball is.
Yeah, it's definitely really good about that.
Oh, yeah.
It's got a hook.
Yeah,
Oh.
not bad. Not bad. Strike derby. Let's go. Oh, no, wait, I'll lose. But, yeah, you can see that the ball is clean. And with my lower rev rate and how I project it, I'm keeping it on a nice line. It rotates off the spot nicely. It's giving me confidence. I also have a really good idea where I can move if I have to. So it's really, this is a readable bowling ball.
Oh yeah, 100%. Pretty good.
Yeah, not bad.
That was pretty good.
That's pretty good for an old guy. All right, so we've both been out on the lanes throwing shots. What's your impression of the Ion Max Pearl?
I really like it. It's one of the most strongest pearls I've ever thrown on the lanes, and it worked really well in the house shot we had.
Yep, I found the same thing. My rev rate's a little bit lower, but I was still able to play a good portion of the lane. I was able, it gave me extra room that I didn't think I was going to get. So I was really impressed with the ball. And you also were able to move far left and still make it work. And then you were able to move all the way to the right and still make it work. So that's versatility. I think you're gonna see it in a lot of tournaments.
Oh yeah, most definitely, especially at the PBA tour.
Yep, I think PBA Junior, you're gonna see that ball in play a lot. For my rev rate and my style, I can use it probably a little bit earlier in the round, even on the fresh on certain houses. I think for your rev rate, you're gonna need to set the lane up a little bit before you can bring that out and use it to its maximum effort.
Yeah, most definitely. So how do you think the Ion Max Pearl fits your style?
So since I have a lower rev rate and I'm a bit older, and I don't have the dynamic shot making that you do, I think for a person my age, the big advantage I see out of that ball is it gets down the lane very easily. It's NRG Pearl, but it clears the fronts very well, where for those of us that are a little speed challenged, but still need that pickup in the back end. So for a bowler like myself who doesn't have massive amounts of ball speed off my hand or a big rev rate, you can easily see that the ball was totally in play. Yeah. So for us older folks, that ball comes into play. I think it's going to match up really well. So just to recap what the dynamics of the bowling ball are, it's NRG Pearl. It comes polished. I believe it's Power Edge finish. 2.44 RG value. What's considered a low to intermediate differential, which is 0.014. 0.55 on the regular diff, which means there's a good bit of flare. So it basically gives you a little more playability than you would if you had a higher intermediate differential bowling ball.
Thank you for watching our video today.
And feel free to reach out to us if you have any questions. Also, go to your local VIP Pro Shop to get your Ion Max Pearl drilled up.